That's Mr. David Story, but this is our episode breakdown called Deal Breakdown. We talk about cool, interesting stories. If you like episodes like this, please check out more like this, and please like and follow. Mr. David Pupo, what's your story you got today?
What up, Daniel? Yeah, man. So what I was wanting to be able to share with people is something I went through. And I know that in the real estate investment community, especially as you're starting out, it's very popular to go ahead and get partnerships going, right? I think as in some of my students, like they come in and they want to be partners and be able to go through it, right? But what I would be able to say is, I did go through last year where me and my partner split up, right? We thought we had an eye to eye, but it's a marriage, right? And hey, not all marriage, as we know here in America, not all marriages last, right? But I think it's very important for people to understand when you're picking partners, what is it that the other person brings to the table? And can you have what we like to call swim lanes, right? You don't get in Michael Phelps's lane. Let Michael Phelps do Michael Phelps's stuff in his lane, right? And then, what was the other guy from UF, the guy Ryan, whatever his name was? Let him be in his own lane, right?
Yeah,
Ryan Lochte, there it is. Mm-hmm.
This show is sponsored by HiveMind CRM. It is more than just a CRM. It is a real estate and business mastermind that comes with an all-in-one CRM. You can have unlimited websites and users. You can call, text, RVM, and email all in one user interface. And you can set up custom automations for any type and multiple businesses. 65% of companies start using a CRM system within the first 5 years of business. Once implemented, the HiveMind will save you on marketing, give you more time, and make more money. One of our users had his first $100,000 month using our system in June. We want to see you automate and accelerate your business. Text us at 210-972-1842 for future meetings, and of course to get our $1 course on how to make more than 6 figures on one land deal. You can schedule your free demo today at HiveMindCRM.io.
So you have, your swimmers, stay in your lane and then be able to do really well, right? And so what it's really important to understand is that there's usually a 2-person dichotomy. It's called the visionary and the integrator, right? Somebody that has to come up with the plans, be able to be the cultural leader, sales leader, and then you have the integrator who is the person that implements everything, right? So it's very important to make sure that when you are looking and you find a partner, you guys sit down, you have like a real, I would call it borderline dating, right? Get to know each other a lot, find out what you feel like is complementary to skill sets, and then certainly being able to make sure that person is just invested in it as you are.
One thing I'll say to this too, because I have a partner too, and it's 100% opposites of carrying the load and burden. But I think if you're looking for a partner, do a JV deal with them. Just have a handshake, and before you're actually going to marry each other, do a couple of deals together to make sure you're compatible in that aspect. Because 100%, I've seen because I have a bunch of clients. I've seen clients break up over different things, and if you're going to butt heads across the same things, it's not going to work out long term. And it might work short term, but it's one of those things where you always have to have the hard conversation of, hey, this may not work long term, and maybe whenever you're ready to go, let's do this one thing.
Yeah, man. Hey, it was like a breakup. I remember the feel very well, and my partner, my ex-partner now, he's doing really well. He's actually not even really doing anything with the REI world that much, but I think at a certain point when we were building this company, right, we were scale, don't look back, scale, pushing very hard, right? And it got to a point where I think we tried expanding that balloon too quickly, right? So we were letting our revenue go up really high, but we were letting our expenses go up really high, right? And so when that kind of financial strain happens, that's where that partnership got tested, right? And so I had to learn from that, right? One of the first things after me and my partner split up, I sat down with my CPA, and I was like, every 2 weeks we're meeting and we're cutting some stuff off, or we're replacing some stuff, and we're pushing in on stuff that is producing money for us, right? And the great thing is that my CPA was completely on board to help me out. We completely switched it in 1 year, and it's crazy. You can totally underestimate what you can do in 1 year, but it was just concentration and that kind of discipline, meeting with the CPA, staying on top of my expenses and tracking it consistently. And when things started happening, end of third quarter going into fourth quarter, and people are starting to panic, I was comfortable. I was pretty comfortable. I lost a lot of deals. I lost 9 contracts actually between August and September. But, I got the financial stability I needed to, that I could weather that storm. And if that had happened to me, if I was running the same business model from 2021 going into 2022, from 2022 going into 2023, I think I would have gone belly up.
Yeah, there's definitely a transition that happens. I've seen a lot of entrepreneurs and real estate people, they're not making it past first quarter of this year. They might have already fell under.
The show is sponsored by The List Guys. Do you need more leads in your local or virtual market? 1 in 10 small businesses don't invest in any kind of marketing. The List Guys have over 35 plus list types to choose from, and you can mix and match any list or criteria. We also use the skip trace list and provide up to 7 numbers and email addresses. Every list you purchase will be scrubbed against previous purchases. The List Guys are here to save you time. Contact the List Guys today at www.onelistguys.com. That's www.1listguys.com.
So it's one of those things where, like, the times when you adapt, it really puts a pressure on a lot of things. So I'm glad it happened for you a year prior, because, man, if it was this year, there's
I'll tell you what, man, blessing in disguise. I mean, listen, I got thicker skin from it. I learned a little bit more about myself. I had great mentors too. I don't even want to act like this was all me, pat myself on the back. Like I had good, trusted people that were in my corner in my most time of need, and were able to guide me. And I took action on a lot of their advice and turned it around.
To a great point, man. I hope you guys learned a lot with this. Learned a lot about partnerships, a lot about dating your partner. Hopefully you do some transactions with them before you actually go out and start an LLC, especially if you're starting out new. LLCs going to cost $500 to $1,000. If you do have a lawyer, do it. So definitely weigh out your partner before you get 100% with them, because it can start a lot of drama. 100%. 100%. So where can people find you online? This is a great episode. I hope you guys learned a lot, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So I put my username right there, Dollars with David, right? So you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. We're starting to launch out the YouTube videos and channels. I wouldn't say I'm that crazy deep in it yet, but you can also find me through tripleoffer.com. That's my coaching program where we show people on how to get more deals with the same amount of lead volume that they're currently using, and then how to scale that up.
There you go. Please go share it with a friend. If you need some help with anything, tripleoffer.com. Go check it out. We appreciate you coming on this episode.
Bingo.
We'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.
Hey guys, so the Hive Mind is launching a new program where we're helping you work deals that are valued at $1 million and up. If your deal is worth $980,000, we don't want to take a look at it. You can submit those deals to us at submitbigland.com, and we'll help you comp the deals. If it's good, we'll help you close it, and we'll also help you fund it and sell it. Check us out, submitbigland.com, milliondollarmastermind.com, and wholesaling $1 million land deals on Facebook. Thanks, guys.
You want to surround yourself with great people. And our young man speaking today is no exception. With no further ado, I want to introduce my good friend, Mr. Daniel Esteban Martinez. Daniel, how are you, my friend?